Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Forest Night out in St. Louis. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thought I would go live tonight and talk about commitment and consistency and the passion for what we're doing. And one of the verses in the Bible that stood out that jumped into the back of my mind is to whom much is given, much is required. I'm going to share some questions that I asked to some of my coaching clients to maybe help you overcome some challenges that are holding you back, maybe overcome some things that are holding you back to help you move forward. I'm going to adjust my screen just a little bit. So I'm going to pull this down here, minimize that real quick. So I'm going to bring these questions over here so I don't have to look to the other monitor. I can actually look at them right in front of you like I'm talking to you so that we can stay focused. You don't have to turn away so much. Let me scoot these over about right there. Look at this right here. We'll minimize the screen. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thanks for swinging by. Hola. Lopez, thank you for swinging by. Really appreciate it. So, consistency and commitment. What are some of the things that are holding us back? We're going to jump into this a little bit. To whom much is required, to whom much is given, much is required. And that basically brings it down to the nitty gritty, right? That's what we get out of what we work for, what we put in, what our grind is. Consistency is basically everything. So how much we put in and how consistent we are is going to make a big impact, right? For example, we can show up every day and we can reach out to 5 people every day, which is great. Nothing to minimize that. Or however, if we're going to make a huger, yeah, I said huger, a larger impact, then we're going to reach out to more people, because I know based on my experiences being an internet sales manager, reaching out and prospecting on the internet, hey, Jerome, thanks for swinging by. What's going on, man? Hey, man, I saw those turkeys that you were roasting that you had on Facebook. Man, I almost licked the monitor. They're freaking looking really, really good. So huge shout out to Jerome. I think he was giving away, feeding some people on Thanksgiving, which is absolutely awesome, man. Salute to you, sir. Doing some community service there. He has just one. Is it Just One Taste Catering? Did I say that right? I think here in the St. Louis area, you got to look him up because he's got some food that is off the freaking chain. So Jerome, man, appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. So consistency is everything. To whom much is given, much is required. So when we show up on a daily basis is great, and we can make some decisions, right? We can make this decision to have stuff anchor us and hold us down, or we can make decisions to put our head down. We can become unreasonable, right? We can become unreasonable in what we do, because we know there's that one person out there somewhere that we need to impact. So here's some quick questions that you can ask yourself, right? What is missing in my life? What is missing in my life? And what would make your life more fulfilling? So that's sort of one question in two right there. What is missing in my life, and what can make my life more fulfilling? Number 2, what accomplishments do you feel to be absolutely necessary? Let me scroll down here a little bit so I can see this a little bit better. There we go. What accomplishments do you feel absolutely must occur during your lifetime so that you will consider your life to be more satisfying and well lived? A life of few and no regrets. Part 2 to that, what has prevented you from accomplishing these things in the past? So what's stopping you, or what's holding you back from doing these? Question number 3, list 3 things that you're committed to achieving in the next 90 days. Now, my list ended up being like more than 3. And what I would suggest with these questions is that you break them down and each question at the top of a page, then use that page and really be intentional and be on purpose with these questions. So first question, what's missing in your life? What would make your life more fulfilling? Question number 2, what accomplishments do you feel absolutely must occur during your lifetime so that you will consider your life to have more satisfying and be well lived, a life of few to no regrets? The next question, what has prevented you from accomplishing these things in the past? Next question, list three results that you're committed to achieving in the next 90 days. Not things, but 3 results that you're committed to achieving in the next 90 days. And then the last question, actually 2 more questions. Why does accomplishing these things matter to you so much? And what would be the emotional payoff? That's like the icing on the cake. What would be the emotional payoff to accomplishing The three things are the things on the list that we just mentioned in the prior question. And here's the underlying deal to this, right? What habits do you feel you need to drop? What habits do you feel you need to drop or adopt in order to achieve your goals? What are your strengths and your weaknesses, right? Your old habits that you must drop and new habits that you must adopt. Now, one of the conversations I was having with one of my coaching clients today, and I thought it was very, very intriguing, is work. And if you think about your work day, right, your work day is a long list of tasks, right? Your tasks from everything from getting up in the morning, your feet hit the floor, you get up, you put on your glasses, you go to the bathroom, you use the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you take a shower, you get dressed. You eat breakfast, make your coffee, get in your car, you drive to work. Task, checklist, 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 checklist. You get to work, you unlock the door, you go in, you turn on the computer, check, 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 right? You check your email, you check your voicemail. Respond to voicemail, you respond to email. You check your tasks for the day. You make some phone calls, you do your email, you send out text messages, right? Your entire workday is a list of tasks. Now, some of those tasks become routine and some of those tasks become habits. So in our habits, in the habits that are in our daily tasks, there are some things that then when we're building our business, right? When we're building our business, because we want to reach out to that one person that we're going to make an impact in their life, that one person that's waiting to hear from us, that one person that if we put that message of hope in their inbox, it's going to be the right day at the right time, because to much who is given, much is required. So we become unreasonable when we show up every day. We reach out, we reach out, we reach out, we reach out, we reach out. But at work, we've got this list of tasks that we're doing. So how do we take our day and adjust that? Maybe it's during our lunch period, right? Maybe it's during our lunch period, is we figure out how to squeeze a hole in those tasks of that routine, and we put the task in of maybe prospecting on our lunch break or prospecting on our 15-minute union break or whatever we get, right? We adjust the task a little bit. Or maybe we get up 30 minutes early and stay up 30 minutes late so we can get those tasks done. Or maybe we come up with a system so that we know that we have a system put in place, so when we're prospecting, we can reach out, tag, follow up, engage. We have a system put in place so that we can get really good at this system. So anytime that we need to reach out to 30 people, it's not going to take 3 hours. It's going to take about 20 minutes, right? So we put all these systems in place so that we can reach out to people as fast as we possibly can, because we know to whom much is given, much is required, which means we've got to put our head down and go to work. We've got to have a fire hustle. We've got to do something different. So the next time 2020 shows up, it isn't going to kick our butt, right? We're not going to be worried about government stipends. We're not going to worry about who the president is. We don't really give a jack rip. Why? Because we're out making an impact, because we've got a big freaking pile of money that we've earned for helping other people and making an impact, so that we can reach out and we can do cool stuff like Jerome did and feed a bunch of people on Turkey Day, right? That's the impact and things that we need to do, right? Those are the things that we need to do. Jerome was able to do that because he showed up every day. He showed up with his little catering truck, and I remember when he had his pickup truck and his little wagon behind his truck, and then he bought a food truck, and then he moved into a building, and now he's got a big banquet hall next to that, right? And that's taken over years of him to be able to do that, right? And it all started out when he was in a network marketing business, and he got the bug for the business, and he worked that in, and he worked that in, and he worked it up to the point now where he's got a very successful catering business here in town in St. Louis. So it all comes from the passion of the fire hustle, putting the head down and going to work to be able to make that happen, right? So I truly hope that I was a blessing to you tonight. I truly hope I made an impact. If you took something away from what I said tonight, make sure you share that in the comments. If you didn't get the questions, go back on the live here when it's done and just write them down. And I would put each question at the top of a page in your journal, and take your time and be intentional with writing down these questions. Be intentional with how you write them. And you may not be inspired with them right now, but just put it on the page and let it sit there for a while. Let it marinate until 2:30 in the morning. You pop up and you go write it in your journal, right? Hey, Jen, thanks for swinging by. Neetha, thanks for swinging by. I really appreciate it. So go out and make an impact, and be intentional, be unreasonable, because God knows this and we know this. It doesn't matter if you believe him or not. It's a law of the universe. If you want something, you have to take action, right? If you want to win the lottery, you got to get your butt up and go buy a lottery ticket, right? Everything we do, if we want to get a result, requires us to take action, right? For whom much is given, much is required. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.